carved from a mountain from top to bottom. Generally a temple is built or any building you build from bottom to top, but this is carved from top to bottom. It is in 6th century CE, and the single largest, so it's called the monolithic, the largest monolithic structure in the world, carved from a single rock, the whole temple. How many of you have been to that place? Anybody? 2. If you get an opportunity, please go there. You will be amazed at what the Indian craftsmen have done, the sculptures have done. It is a fantastic example, and this is what remains after the destruction. So many invaders came and they tried to destroy it. History Channel has done a documentary on this, and they concluded that this temple cannot be made by human beings, it is made by aliens. And on the top of this temple above, they have 2 marks which are made with, in the form of X, and they feel that those are the helipads where the alien ships used to land and all that. So that History Channel has made some documentary and they did some calculation. So the idea here is to understand that how people, our ancestors in the past, had valued excellence and they had such high standards and they used to pay attention to such details. Go to the next one. Which is this place? Somebody is saying loudly. What you are saying is, I think the right answer, would say it loudly. Mysore Palace. One round of applause to him, please. We have very bright young minds here. So happy that you know all these places, because some places when we show this, people don't even recognize. This is the Mysore Palace, called Ambavilas Palace, one of the largest palaces in the country, and it was earlier entirely made up of wood. Then it got burnt in 1890. Construction was done entirely with wood, with eco-friendly material, nothing to do with concrete, cement, which harm the environment. In those days, people used to do that. The third one. Which one? Any guesses? Yeah? Sorry, can't hear. Mahabaleshwar, no? If I give you a clue, it is in south of India. It is not Kerala, no, not yet. Okay, so you are closer now. So Tamil Nadu. So this is in Tamil Nadu. Yes, who's Brihadishwar Temple? One applause to him. Brihadishwar is in Tanjavur in Tamil Nadu. Can you guess what material this entire temple is made from? Granite. To cut a granite, even today, you need proper granite cutters, otherwise you can't cut a granite properly, easily. It will break very fast. But this whole temple, and you know, granite is not available anywhere near in that area. They had to transport this granite from far away. They have got huge pieces of granite and made this temple. And this is the shikhar. This stone alone, can you guess how much is the weight of that stone? 1,000 tons, that is too much. It's 80 tons. 80 tons means how many kgs? 1 ton is 80 tons. 80 tons is just this stone, only the top one. And this is almost like a 20-25 storied building, this height. To put that stone up there, how long a ramp they would have created and how they would have transported. Today you have a crane. That time they didn't have cranes and all that. And the best part of this is the entire temple doesn't have any foundation. It is built straight from base, ground onwards. And this temple has withstood 6 earthquakes. No tilting, no damage, nothing has happened. Why I am showing you these examples are, see these temples, I am just showing temples, there are many other things are fantastic in our country, at such depth. Do you think that all this is possible only because eventual people? Would they have knowledge of science or not? Architecture, chemistry, mathematics, geometry, they shouldn't have all that knowledge, otherwise how is it possible to create such a structure? Now you see one comparison I will show you. Go to the next slide. This is Big Ben clock tower in London, built in 1858. See the tilt of 0.26 degrees is the tilt. It is not perfectly aligned at 90 degrees. See that Leaning Tower of Pisa, Italy, 1264. 3.99 degree is the tilt, and we learn the glory of that is one of the wonders of the world, Leaning Towers of Pisa. And we learn it from childhood. This Sur Hussein Tower, Germany, 1450. 5.2 degrees is the tilt, and this is called Big Temple because the shivling there is very huge. It's called Periya Kovil in Tamil. Huge. This is the temple, 66 meters, and 11th century it was made. There is no tilt. It is proper 0 degrees. How they have made. So this is a small example of what excellence our ancestors valued, how they worked without compromise, how they paid attention to details, and how these people achieved things which is far ahead of their times. And even today, after 10 centuries, this is still lasted. And amazing. If you see, many people visit abroad and see lots of places, which is great, nothing wrong with that. But try and visit some of these places. They are so fantastic. So you are the youth of this country. If you value the excellence, you can do so many great things like this. You can even surpass this and achieve so many things in future. Establish the name for yourself as well as for the country. So today we will just share a few aspects, interact with each other and understand about excellence. So our country is called Bharat. Behind whom the country is named Bharat? Bharat. Who was this Bharat Raja? Sri Ram's brother. Sri Ram's brother was Bharat, but country is not named after him. Our country is called Bharat because the word Bha means light, effulgence, knowledge, brilliance, and Rat means to revel. So that land where people revel in knowledge, where people value knowledge, we chant Asatoma Sadgamaya, we worship the sun, we light a lamp and begin a program. So we are worshippers of knowledge in this great country. And the country is named after a king called Bharat, who was the son of Rishabdev. He was a great emperor and many things he established in this country. Behind him, this country is called Bharat. And this is the place where today we are talking about knowledge-based societies, income, this artificial intelligence, IT sector, etc., which is, a lot of it is based on knowledge. India has valued knowledge from centuries. And not only the spiritual knowledge, cultural knowledge, but knowledge in all fields. Gravity. Who discovered gravity? Newton discovered gravity, but actually he rediscovered gravity. Much before Newton, it is Aryabhatta, Bhaskaracharya, many of these great astronomers, and they have written in Surya Siddhant, Gurutva Shakti, Akarshana Shakti. The numerals that we learn, 1, 2, but actually they have gone from our country it went to Middle East, and then from there it has come back again here, and then we are taught by historians they are called Arabic numerals. They are actually not, they are Indian numerals which have gone from here. So if you do research that way, you will find many things of how Bharat has been a source of excellence in all types of knowledge, in science, in arts, management. So many books on management we have. Kautilya's Arthashastra is only one. There are many others who have written on economics, on kingdom, on how to rule, on leadership. So we have forgotten all those things. We need to bring back, become aware what our ancestors have done, because we may create a society. Today India is progressing very well materially, and the world is in recession, but we are doing very well because so many reforms have happened, so many steps have been taken, and the world looks up to Bharat even today. But we should not neglect our spiritual knowledge, our core competency, because if we do that, then we may create a materialistically affluent society, a happy and a peaceful society. So, one is, can you guess who is he? Wonderful. In so many people, one person is aware of J.R.D. Tata. Think about it. What this person has contributed to the country, what the Tatas have contributed is just phenomenal. But many of these people are not, we don't even recognize them. I am not asking about any great freedom fighter or anybody who is in the past, some 5-10 centuries before. J.R.D. Tata is this last century. Air India, that many people must be using and flying through, is established by them. Anyway, so what did he say? I don't want India to be a superpower, I want India to be a happy country. Because if we are a happy country, we will be able to achieve the status of a superpower also. Because true path to happiness lies in finding what you are really made for, doing that work with excellence, achieving great results. And so, move ahead. He is Swami Chinmayanandaji and he is my teacher, and he established the Chinmaya mission. Very beautifully he used to say that success is a tribute that life pays to excellence. Those who value excellence, excellence is a quality of the mind. Those who value excellence, they will achieve great success. They don't have to chase behind success. Success will come behind them. And you will see that. People who are valuing mediocrity, people who don't value much good standards, sometimes they may achieve success also, but they can't sustain it. Sometimes they achieve success and they fall from grace. If we want to achieve true success, be happy and also sustain that success, make a lasting impact, then we must value excellence. This quote had come in one of the movies also, a very famous Hindi movie. Yes, in 3 Idiots it comes. Ranchod Baba says this, but Swami Chinmayanandaji said it much before, that we must value excellence. If excellence is the sun, success is the shadow that follows you. Move ahead. So, who is he? Who? Gavaskar? No. Very famous tennis player, very stylish. He introduced a lot of fashion into tennis. He is Andre Agassi, and he married Steffi Graf, who is also a very successful tennis player. In his autobiography, he wrote this. He has won more than 18-19 Grand Slams. He says, I play tennis for a living, even though I hate tennis, hate it with a dark and secret passion, and always have. Think about it. Very successful tennis player, but he doesn't love his game at all. He was pushed into playing tennis because his family was in debt, and his father was an Iranian boxer. In boxing there was not that much money. In tennis there was. So every single day 25,000 tennis balls through a machine he has to face, and he learnt through sheer practice. He perfected the game, achieved so much of success. But can we call this true success? At one level it is success, no doubt, but true lasting deep success which will be fulfilling is not there. I am just presenting a contrasting example. Him definitely we know. Who is he? Thank you. So when he retired, what did he say? I don't play for records, I love cricket. I always focus on playing well for my country. Last 24 years have been really special for me and I thoroughly enjoyed my joyful journey. Between these two people, if you have to choose somebody's success, which one will you choose? Sachin, because he is doing what he is passionate about and he is enjoying that journey and he achieved success and he is happy also. So, first point to understand about success and excellence is we have to identify what is my core competency, what am I really made for, and choose that field. Then one can excel in it. If I am in a wrong field, I will put in my hard work, but I will still not be able to achieve success. Even if I achieve success, I may not be able to enjoy the journey at all. I will be frustrated. So the first point is for excellence is Swadharma, what I am made for. I should find out what I am really made for, because that work is going to occupy a large part of my life. You are students of arts and commerce here? Yes. Wonderful. You know, when I was studying in my school and we had to choose after 10th standard, so there was a stereotype that the brilliant minds go to science, mediocre minds go to commerce, and useless minds go to... Does that stereotype exist even now? Yes? Unfortunate if it exists, but it is wrong. Each field requires a certain level of competency or a certain particular aptitude. We should choose, and it is not that with science there are more opportunities, with arts there are less, and commerce there are not that many. All that is false. Each one, based on their aptitude, must choose what I am really made for. Have you chosen your field because you belong to it, or have you chosen for other reasons? Think. Many times people take a field because parents are pushing, or finance is the reason, और मेरे सभी दोस्त उसमें जा रहे हैं तो मैं भी चलता हूँ उनके साथ, or there is more money in this particular field. So, we have to choose what I am really made for. Even in arts, even in commerce, if you have chosen, what will you do the specialization in? Suppose you say commerce and you say, okay, will I go into PR, HR, or will I go to finance, or will I go to accounting? What will I do? If something is very prestigious or it will bring certain name and fame, I want to do, let us say I want to crack the exam and become a CA. Now, am I really made for that or not? I should first figure out that. Otherwise, we will be frustrated, and excellence cannot be achieved without that, without our finding our core competency, so without Swadharma. And so it is said, if you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go for a picnic. If you want happiness for a month, get married. If you want happiness for a year, you inherit wealth. If you want happiness forever, then do what you love and love what you do. Find out what you really love. Don't say, Swamiji, I love eating food. We are not talking about that. That you love eating food, happily eat, no issue at all. Find what your heart says, where do you belong? A musician loves music that one can forget oneself. Playing that instrument. Zakir Hussain, he must be playing so many hours in a day. Do you think that he must be frustrated कि saying अरे तबला बजाना पड़ता है इतना मेरा हाथ दुख रहा है I don't like it but ठीक है. No, he is doing it with joy. He forgets himself while doing it, right? So, what is my Swadharma? And how do you identify a Swadharma? One has to look inside, one can take some aptitude tests. Be who you are. Very beautiful quote of Oscar Wilde is, be yourself, everyone else is already taken. We don't have to imitate somebody, copy somebody and just do what others are doing. Each one has originality. Each one of us are created an original. Don't die as a duplicate. No need to copy anybody. We can be inspired, we can imbibe some good qualities from others, but don't copy and just become a duplicate. So how do I discover what am I really made for? A few questions one can ask. What makes me forget time? What makes me forget myself when I engage in some work? That is the field. If money, people's opinion, status did not matter, what would I do in life? Many people choose a career just because of money. Not that money is not important, it is important. But if this was not the primary concern, then what would I really do? Doing what gives me maximum satisfaction and makes me like myself. See, you may be an engineer, you may be a doctor, but if you don't feel good about it, then you don't like yourself, what is the point? There are some people who are pushed to take up a career, but their heart is somewhere else. And they feel frustrated. In politics right now, we have one gentleman like that, whose videos many times people see just for enjoyment, for entertainment. And the grand old party's legacy that person is supposed to be carrying on, but is very clearly out of place, is not made for that at all. So, being in which field can I serve the society to the best of my abilities? I can make a big difference to the people. What is that where the work itself is the reward? Where I don't need appreciation of people or money or awards. I enjoy that very work. Where one forgets time. Dr. Abdul Kalam, such a great scientist, he loved the youth, he loved science, he loved Bharat, and how many things he achieved. One of the best presidents we had is Dr. Abdul Kalam. And he wanted to become a pilot, but he couldn't become a pilot. And he went to Swami Shivanandaji, and Swami Shivanandaji told him that, so what if you could not become a pilot? There can be greater things in store for you. Defeat the defeatist in you. That there is a defeatist in each of us which tells us you are not good enough, you can't do this, you can't do anything great. If you defeat that defeatist in you, you can achieve so many things. So he did that. And he became the president of our country. He could not become a pilot. At that time he was disappointed. But he became a nuclear scientist, missile man of India, the president of our country. And the president of the country is what? Is the supreme commander of all the armed forces. So he didn't become a pilot, but he became the supreme commander of all the armed forces. So find out what is it where the work itself is the reward. There was a movie on him Nambiarji, the scientist. Man acted in that. What was the name of the movie? Rocketry, right? You see how much again that Madhavanji, the Nambiarji's life, if you see, how many challenges he faced, but he knew that this is where I belong. There is bureaucracy, there is red tape, there is a lot of other challenges, but he belonged to that field, achieved so many great things. So, ask yourself, what is it where the work itself is the reward? How can I make a difference to the society? And that's why in the Gita it is said, it is better to die in your own swadharma than to copy another's. Arjun wanted to run away from the battlefield and live in the forest like a sadhu, like a sannyasi. But he is not made for that. He is made for being a leader, for being a soldier, to protect dharma. So Krishna tells him, if you go away from here, you will be frustrated. You will be like a square peg in a round hole. It will not work. Go ahead. So first point is swadharma. If I want to be excellent, I need to identify what am I really made for. The faster I identify it, better it will be, and I will be able to excel, go more deeper. So do what feels natural to you. Don't pretend or wear masks. If you have the courage to be who you are, the world will accept you as you are. If you don't have the courage to accept yourself as you are, you just put on some mask. Because many times we do things just to fit in. All my friends are drinking alcohol, so I will also drink alcohol. If I say, no, I don't like to drink alcohol, I know it is harmful. Do you know how much percentage of alcohol is good for the body? Some people say that, little alcohol is all right. And young people have a nice argument. They say, Swamiji, we should try everything in life. So we should try alcohol also. So I say, yes, you can try alcohol, and after that you try potassium cyanide also. Because you want to try everything in life, try that also. That's a what logic? WHO research says 0% of alcohol is good for the body. Alcohol literally destroys the brain cells, the grey matter in the brain. Already our grey matter is very less. In that we drink alcohol regularly, it is going to destroy. So everybody is drinking, so I will drink. No, have the guts to say that no, this is not good for my body, not good for my mind, I am not going to drink. Movies may show you anything. They may show that as a culture and social drinking and it's a cool thing to do as a youngster, and drink and then get sloshed and fall somewhere and next day morning get up and vomit and we don't know what have you done in the night. What a pathetic life that is. No, Swamiji, I want to go through it. Okay, fall in the gutter. I can push you without it also. What do we value? Think about it. What kind of standards do we even have for enjoyment? There are such beautiful ways to enjoy. So just because everybody is doing, I don't have to fit in. Some types of clothes, some types of gadgets, some types of food, some types of enjoyment, everybody is doing, so I will do. If it is good for me, it is inspiring, it is elevating, let me do that. So that one who values that person will achieve great excellence. Second aspect is, excellence comes when the mind is calm. If the mind is disturbed, performance will get affected. So when the mind is calm, the thinking is clear and sharp, the actions are efficient and brilliant. All our work we do is through our mind. If your mind gets disturbed, can you answer even exams properly? Interview, group discussion, so many things that you have to go through in your future. We should learn how to make the mind calm and quiet. And so, what is the mind? Mind is a flow of thoughts, like the river is a flow of water. Continuously water flows, that way continuously flow of thoughts happens, so we experience the mind. When experience in the state of deep sleep, that's called dreamless. When again that flow starts, again you experience the mind, again we interact with the world. And so the water, what determines the quality of water determines the quality of the river. Same way, what is the quality of my thoughts? Are they positive? Are they inspiring? People who value excellence, they pay attention to their thoughts. What type of thoughts do I entertain? Please remember, excellence is not just in profession. Excellence is a way of life. In the way I talk to people, in the way I conduct myself, in the way I walk, in the way I dress, in the way I behave, in the way I have my values and I live by them, what kind of goals I set, and with what diligence I pursue these goals. So excellence is a way of living. It is where a person values excellence, you will see in their conduct, it will manifest that every aspect will be excellent. They will not use cheap language, slang words. Their language also will be nice, polished, very effective is their communication. And so we have to understand this aspect about excellence. I need 2 volunteers to play a very simple game. One from here, one from here. Quickly. Come on, it's a very nice game. Please come. One from here, one from anybody from this side, please. Fast. It's just a nice simple game, nothing very difficult. Come forward. Yeah, you have to come here because you need to see the screen. Come on, just one person, anybody. Okay, you want to come? Please come. All right. So, yeah.
Blue, red, yellow, green, purple, blue, green, yellow, purple, red, blue, yellow, red.
Very good.
Purple.
Excellent. Give it to her. Next, continue.
Blue, red, purple, red, blue, yellow, red, purple, red, blue, yellow, red, blue, red,
Okay,
green.
wonderful. So these are very easy. Now, what you have to do is, you have to read the color, not what is the word. So you say red, purple, blue, yellow.
Red, pink, blue, yellow, green.
Faster,
yellow,
you have to finish in half a second, half a minute.
Yellow, red, green, blue, yellow, blue, purple, purple, blue,
हाँ,
red,
स्पीड स्लो हो गया.
blue, red, purple, blue, yellow,
वो blue.
green, and red.
Okay, well done. You have to better her time.
Red, pink, blue, yellow, green, yellow, blue, red, green, blue, yellow, blue, pink, green, green, yellow, red, pink, yellow, green, pink, blue, red, green, pink, yellow, red, pink, yellow,
Pink, yellow, yellow, green.
blue, red, pink, green, red, pink.
Pink के बाद green नहीं है. Okay.
On the words, so it was easier. We didn't focus on the color, but when we were told to focus on the color,
The words were distracting us,
The words were
basically.
distracting us, and for starting it was easy. Then we got confused between words and colors.
Right. So, no doubt, it was, the second part is difficult, but this is a very, very powerful exercise. If you continue to do this, you will develop the capacity to put all. Did any other thought disturb you? Second time, your full focus was only on this. That what is the word, but what is the color? You are focusing more on the color. So our mind has very special powers. It can focus on certain things which are subtler, which are not very easy and obvious. But if we train that mind to do it, we can achieve many, many great things. Generally, people don't train their minds for this. Thank you very much. One round of applause to both of them. They volunteered, they came forward, they did this exercise. So each one's mind has tremendous concentration power, tremendous power to discriminate, distinguish what is obvious and what is deeper. We have that power to separate, and excellence is that where we are able to value that what is subtler, what is deeper, and go much deeper into things. So in mind management, one very important aspect is this: to do everything with mindfulness, where you do with full attention. Give attention to the smallest of the tasks. I gave this example even yesterday, day before Modi ji had come to Madgaon, and he came to me. Even a detail of where did Vivekananda ji spend time in Goa. In Damodar Sal he stayed and he spent time and he felt inspired, and that is attention to details. A mind which values excellence will pay attention to details and will be able to achieve many things. So how do we pay attention to details? Every single thing that we do, we pay attention to that. Talking, walking, dressing, nahi diya, chalta hai attitude, with some mistakes or some kind of casual attitude. Even the smallest of things, if you do with full alertness and attention, that becomes meditation itself. The mind will learn to be in the present. That is the quality of excellence. So now, Swami Swatmananda used to say beautifully, bring your mind where your hands are. Do everything with full attention and awareness. That is the quality of excellence. What we do many times is we do more than one thing at a time. We do multitasking. Watching the television, eating the food, listening to music, doing some jogging, talking on the phone, driving the car. So many things we do simultaneously. So we train our excellence who value it. Today it is proved, scientifically it is proved that there is nothing called multitasking. We are doing two things at the same time. The attention is switching. It is a myth. Learn to do one thing. Two volunteers, new volunteers, quickly. The exercises are very simple, it's just a way to learn. So volunteer, you will enjoy it. One more person, come on. So your activity is very simple. Wherever I show this bottle, you have to touch the bottle. Okay? Very simple activity. Just touch the bottle wherever I hold it. Bas. Touch it and leave it.
No, can't reach there. No.
Very good. Can't? You can't climb up here, but there's some other way to reach it. It's very easy. No, you can't take a chair, you can't climb on this, you can't climb on this, but you need to touch this. Two of you are there. Exactly, help each other. She has to do, no? You touched it, she has to do.
I don't think I can do that. On this side. I don't reach, but still.
Something else you can do. It's very easy. Try. You may not climb on each other, but you can lift her. It becomes easy then. Alright, doesn't matter. Thank you very much. So tell me one thing, come back. Anything specific you can learn from this activity?
With the right support, anything is possible.
Very nice. Anything else?
I learned that I give up very early.
Okay. So, with the right support, you can achieve anything. That's a good learning. When was it more easy to touch the bottle? When it was down. But did the potential manifest when the bottle was down? Maximum potential manifested when the bottle was. Touch it. Whenever we have a high, that is the time where we are able to manifest our potential. It is not that people don't have potential, people settle for very less and so they don't achieve greatness. Each of us are born to achieve great things, but majority values mediocre goals or even lower goals and they are very happy with it. Those who value excellence will set high goals. Dr. Abdul Kalam said, small aim is a crime. Set a high goal. The goals will give direction, they will manifest the potential, and higher the goal you set, greater will be the inspiration that one gets. So we have done 3 works. When we have light which is spread everywhere, if you use a convex lens, the rays of the sun, the energy of the sun can be directed to anything. You have solar cells today. Whole energy of the sun is tapped so beautifully with solar cells and you can use it for lighting the houses and many things. Same way, our mind has lots of energy, but there is no focus. The moment we have a goal in life, this is what I want to do, focus comes into life. And so, why the goals are necessary? Because that is what will help us to manifest our true potential, give direction. So many young people today go through depression, suicidal tendencies, purposelessness, they feel what is the purpose of life. Many things they go through. Why? Because a proper inspiring goal is not there. So very important it is to have this, to bring out the leader in us. If both of them were able to help each other, lift each other, they would have easily touched that bottle. With teamwork, any goal is possible. It gives us a sense of achievement also. One feels good about oneself that yes, I set a goal, I achieved it, it was difficult, but I did it. So confidence boost also happens. And if there are, one will definitely not benefit from that person. And so we should ask ourselves, what is the goal that I have set for myself? Where is my mind getting directed? How am I getting channelized? Otherwise, time will just pass. Goals help us to make the best use of our time also. And so, we have to set goals which are smart goals. See, if you say that, okay, I want to achieve success in the field of commerce, that's a very general goal. Suppose you say, I want to become very rich, that's a very general goal. One has to make it specific. So, it is smart goal. S for specific. You write your goal, say, I want to become a billionaire. Not just rich, not just prosperous. You say, I want to become a billionaire. By, let us say, next 5 years. Whatever. So make it specific, make it measurable. So billionaire is measurable, that did I achieve it or not. Like sometimes people say, I want to be a topper. Now topper is not, it should be action oriented. What will you do to achieve that? That you write in your goal statement, and it should be realistic. One should not say that in next 6 months I will become a billionaire. Unrealistic, it is not going to happen. And it should be time bound. Because if time bound is not there, I can become prosperous and I can keep putting efforts to be prosperous whole life. But if I say no, in this many months, this many years, I will achieve this. So here is one example. I am just giving a simple example of a smart goal. This is a goal statement. Oriented. Is it real? Possible. 90% one can get. Is it time bound? No time bound. So this is an incomplete goal statement. You can make it little more complete. Learn mathematics chapters on geometry, trigonometry daily for 90 minutes to be able to score 90% in board. December 31st I should finish this. Yes for some enjoyment, no for some distraction. It will be very clear to you. Of exams, not because they are scared of exams by themselves. They are scared of the consequences that the results bring. And so, how to handle the anxiety for the results? Simple point is, be process, not just result oriented. If you focus on every step of the process, result will take care of itself. You read, imbibed, understood, and then you are able to express. So, do your best in focusing on this and leave the rest. Results will take care of themselves. And when the results come, they are not a judgment on who you are, whether you are worthy or unworthy. They are only a reflection of that particular process. How did you do that process? That's all. If I understand this, I will not allow results to govern my life. I will ensure that actions govern my life. Otherwise, some results come and people become so devastated, dejected. I don't get a particular percentage and I want to climb a building and jump from somewhere. I propose to a boy or a girl and they reject my proposal, then I start drinking alcohol, I feel devastated, shattered, I become like a Devadas. All that is crazy. Life doesn't end with just some opportunities. Life brings infinite opportunities. And so, here is a beautiful video of MS Dhoni where he speaks about being result oriented, being process oriented. He is called Captain Cool, and in the most difficult situations he is able to achieve the results, the best finisher in the game.
My only suggestion or advice would be, which I keep saying in all the interviews that I give, process is more important than the result. The result is a byproduct of the process. But in today's world, we are so much focused about the result that we get away from the process. So take care of the process, take care of all the small things, and eventually you'll get the desired result. We always keep complaining, oh, we should have gotten more and all of that, but it's actually the byproduct of it. If we prepare well, if we execute well, and if we are honest to ourselves, more often than not we'll get the desired result. If there's a shortcoming, it's always a result. It's always a result.
Right. So be process oriented. So they will plan each match, what is the strategy, how to go about it. The emphasis goes in that planning, and then of course on the spot changes happen, they learn to adapt that. But the focus is more on the process. That's how one remains cool and calm. Last alphabet is T. T for teamwork. Individually we may be brilliant, but it's not enough. Wherever we go, it is a teamwork. Even here right now, if this talk has happened, it is because of teamwork. Even you go out, you have to work anywhere, you will find there will be teams. Everywhere in a family there are so many members, in a society where you live there are so many people. So teamwork is a skill that we have to cultivate. Where individually we may be brilliant, but we need to come together, learn to work together as a team. We may not like every person in the team, but we should know how to put our differences aside and work together for the sake of the common goal, common vision that we have. And such people who are able to work together, they will achieve excellence, they will achieve success. So a team should learn to speak in one voice, irrespective of the differences of opinion they may have individually. But the goal is common, so I must learn to work for that. It may be any goal, it may be a particular event that has to be organized, it may be a college fest that has to be organized, it may be any particular type of a national program that we have to do. Like right now, Swachh Bharat has been going on for so many years. Now everybody has that vision that we have to keep our country clean, our city clean, our homes clean. Now we may or may not like each other. Political parties may have rivalry against each other, but this is in the interest of the country. Then one comes together and does it. That when it is lacking, then unnecessarily there will be fighting and criticism, and one will ask, is this even working? I don't think it is working. All kinds of unnecessary things. So I will end with this very, very inspiring video from Chakde, India. Bolo Bharat Mata Ki. Such a beautiful one for the state, for the they will not achieve success. They will achieve. When we work together that's what destroys sometimes the entire team also. So 5 points about success and excellence we have seen. S for Swadharma, M for mindfulness, A for aspiration, R for result acceptance, T for teamwork. I wish you all great success in whatever you take up. May you value excellence, take our country forward, establish great standards, do innovative things, and leave a mark for the posterity and future generations to see. Thank you very much. I invite Swami Swatmananda to tell you about a beautiful program that we have on Sunday. I also want to compliment all of you because I was told that you are and it will be difficult to take session for you, but I feel that you are very bright young minds and many answers you already know. You are very aware and alert and you have a lot of potential, so I wish you all great success. Thank you.
आवडली का तुमका अशीच प्राप्त संस्कारी एकदा आयकपाचें आसा जाल्यार आमच्या आश्रमान आमी एक दिसाचो कॅम्प दवरिल्लो आसा आयताराक दीस संडे वी कॅन मीट अगेन टुगेदर द पोस्टर इज ऑलरेडी displayed on your notice board. I saw it. We will circulate these pamphlets with you. Please share this. We have brought some pamphlets for you. On this Sunday, that is the 11th February, from 10:30 a.m. to